Let me take a phone call on our hotline, 413-586-1750 from Daryl. Daryl, what's on your mind?
Hey, I had two quick questions for you. First of all, how are you? And I love your show.
Thank you.
I wanted to find out from you. I was listening to someone speaking about the midterm elections, and someone said that one of the things that Barack Obama might be able to do if he did it now in order to turn all of this around would be to extend to go on record as saying, okay, fine, I want to extend these Bush tax cuts or leave them where they are, extend this thing that's about to run out. Yeah. And I want to go ahead and give it for all Americans. I want to lower everyone's taxes or somehow manipulate it to where everyone is going to feel affected by this. They were saying that if he did this, it would generate so much energy in his direction that it would completely destroy the opposition. I'm wondering, what are your thoughts on that?
So you're saying if he went on and said, not only am I going to keep this lower tax rate for the richest Americans, I'm actually going to lower taxes for everybody. No matter what tax bracket you're in, your tax rate is going to go down. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Barack Obama at this point could do anything with taxes, including eliminating them altogether. And thanks for the call, Daryl. Let me address this. And you will have the fiscal conservatives, so-called fiscal conservatives, criticizing him no matter what. If he goes out and says, you know what, we're going to decrease taxes for everybody, we're going to maintain the Bush tax cuts for the rich, and everybody else's taxes, we'll drop every tax bracket by a point, 2 points, whatever it is. You will have conservatives saying, you know what, that doesn't make sense. It's financially irresponsible. It is fiscally irresponsible. It's like bailing out the banks. And what is Barack Obama doing? And if you say, well, hold on a second. If lower taxes are good, what about lower taxes on everybody? And they will say, no. Lowering the taxes on that top 1%, people making over $250,000, is going to be recycled into the economy in such a way where it will lead to hiring and it will lead to less people on food stamps, so on and so forth, in a way that taking a little bit of tax liability off of everybody is not going to do. Now, I would disagree. I would agree that it's probably not financially viable to just decrease everybody's taxes. But I absolutely disagree that all of a sudden, if Barack Obama gives everybody a point off on their tax rate, hooray for Democrats, hooray for Barack Obama. I just don't see it.
Well, certain people would like it, but I think the majority of his current supporters would not like it.
That's another issue. Who is it going to appeal to most? Right. Is he going to lose more votes than he will gain? Hey, I would love lower taxes personally.
Right.
But on the whole, what is the effect going to be? I don't think it's a win.
It's a double-edged knife.
I think it is. Before we go to break, and speaking of racism, since we talked about Rick Sanchez, there's an incredible racist caller from C-SPAN. This is an old woman. This could be a prank. Who knows? She claims to be 95 years old, and she calls up and she refers to the host as the colored man. This is now being considered maybe the most racist phone call ever to C-SPAN. Take a listen.
Naples, Florida. Dean on our line for Republicans. You're on the Washington.
And Naples, Florida, of all places, it's coming from.
Journal.
May I speak now?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm 90 years old, and I just wanted to ask the colored man, why don't colored people, instead of saying what we did to them, why don't they say what we did for them? They talk about the slavery, but since then they have given welfare, free medicine, free everything.
Ma'am, I think this is more of a conversation about the relationship between the administration and the people on Wall Street, and not necessarily one that's based on race.
Oh, okay. I'm not a racist.
No.
That was my comment. Thank you.
Of course she's not a racist. The look on the guy's face when she says, I would like to talk to the colored man, he reacts in a way where you can tell he braced, he flinches in a way. And you can easily find that this reminds me of the crazy lady at the McCain Town Hall who used her mic time to insist that Barack Obama was an Arab. And, I don't have much to say about this. Racism, I hope, is thinning out with each generation. And even though sometimes it can be pretty hard to believe when you see the racist signs at protests, I think with every generation, the ignorance level when it comes to racism will go down. And we can only hope. And by the way, calling in on the Republican line for what it's worth. We're going to take a break. We're going to be giving away the iPad. Coming up on the bonus show, I've got an incredible emergency bra story. There's a bra that doubles as a safe breathing mask. We'll talk about Rick Sanchez's most absurd moments. We'll also talk about the behind the scenes of the iPad giveaway and an incredible story of anti-Semitism that I was involved in when in high school. We'll be back after this.
This is Midweek Politics with Dave Pakman.
Midweek Politics is made possible in part by the Daily Hampshire Gazette and GazetteNet.com, connecting our communities with local news and information. By DIF Design, specializing in custom business websites at DIFdesign.com. To find out more about underwriting Midweek Politics, visit midweekpolitics.com.